Brian Hummel here with waterranching.com. It's about noon after a very big, well, about a 2-inch rainstorm last night at midnight. You can see that there's still some standing water in some of the berms and swales. And we've got a swale running out that way. We've got another swale running out that way. Water did flow down some of these swales because they are not perfectly on contour. But in areas where there's going to be water flow, I lay brush down to act like a filter, and what it does is, again, it's not necessarily stopping the water, it's just slowing it down, but it takes out all of this wonderful organic matter, so it's going to help build the soil. The other thing is, if you're in an area where you don't want to get equipment, you can just lay the brush down on contour, and when you get a big rain, you can let the flood, which has the power of many, many bulldozers, clog your filter for you and start building a natural berm. If you see spots where it broke out, you can act like the beaver and come here with a rake and rake spots, rake some material into the spots that are low. Another little spot, but this one has not as much capacity, so all the water already infiltrated. But it did get full all the way to overflowing. You can see a microdetritus berm. You can see microdetritus berm. You can see microdetritus berm. And the water comes around, again, not on contour, it's flowing. But I'm also sort of trying to leave paths through the property. I just laid this brush down here because I realized it wasn't in this rain, but in the last big rain when everybody was flooding, including Wimberley and Blanco, that when the water left this berm here, it came out and it charged into this berm, which is fine. That was by design. I thought the water would pool up and go into this next pond over there, but apparently it didn't. You can see the microdetritus all the way up over the berm, break through, and then it's over the berm coming down. So this was a spot where water was actually cascading over the berm, and you can see because of the brush and stuff, let's see if I can zoom in, because of the brush and stuff that's there, we didn't get hardly any erosion at all. But there's microdetritus berm, then there's the breakthrough, and there's the other microdetritus berm. So I need to build this whole area up, and I will just remember it. But a good habit to get into is to find some rocks and make a little stack of rocks on top of the spot that blew out, so it will help, remind you, especially if you're working on a big project. Put a little stack of rocks up there. As you can see, there's microdetritus all the way up to the top edge of my berm in several places. Had another couple little blowouts, but really this is because I don't have to work on this too much. This is not the problem. The problem, when you have too much water in a spot, the problem is not here, the problem is uphill from here. And uphill from here, because I still need access with equipment, uphill from here there's a couple places where the berms are not complete. So once I complete those berms, 90% of the water that's hitting this berm is not going to come down here anymore, because there's a break up there in the woods. That water would then be diverted around these big trees and into that upper berm you can see right above my finger. And that's going to go into the first pond that we looked at this morning. It's going to cascade off, come into this pond, get pulled all the way back around, discharge underneath the trees, and then it's going to come and hit this berm and flow down. And because we're slowing the water down so much up there, I don't believe I'm going to have any more blowouts. And if I do, I can fix them then. Thanks for watching, guys.